Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Monday, October 7th, 2019. It's 12:47 p.m. here in the great state of Arizona, where it's hot right now. By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. And there's a disclaimer in the description. Now, with that said, because I have to say it, let's look at Bitcoin. All right. Tether into Bitcoin last 24 hours is Tether into Bitcoin last 24 hours is 2.27 billion. Tether into Ethereum, 993 million. Now, where's Bitcoin going? Bitcoin into Ethereum at 702 million. Bitcoin into Litecoin at 258 million. Bitcoin into XRP, 176 million. Bitcoin into EOS, 88 million. I'm mentioning XRP and EOS today because those two are definitely showing up with some green on the charts this morning. And that is from CoinLib.io, linked to in the show notes. And this is from Asari.io, also in the show notes. Market cap here for Bitcoin is 148 billion. Real volume last 24 hours is at 426 million. Now, total 2, this is the altcoin market cap. So the whole gang, but not Bitcoin, not invited to this party. It is 66 billion today. So, as you can see, we've been trending down for a while. And something I like, if we just look right now, the alt market cap starting to get a little move up there, Oh, actually, is it kind of a triangle if you pull that out? Well, anyway, I'll look at that later. Maybe we'll look at that tomorrow. Now, the S&P 500 on the daily. We had a green Saturday and Sunday, but it seems like Monday we are showing a red candle. Let's see. There's still a lot of day ahead of us. Let's see if we can make that a green candle. The MACD is negative, but moving towards positive for the S&P 500 on the daily. Oh, and by the way, the S&P is still above the 200 moving average. We came close to maybe bouncing off it, but we never quite wicked it. We never quite touched it. That's a good thing. All right, the Russell 2000 index on the daily. We are below the 200 moving average, but we are on our third day of green candles. And the MACD is definitely negative, but it's moving towards positive. The histogram has gone from red to pink, and the MACD is approaching the signal. So, turning positive, I guess you could say crossing positive, crossing above the signal. So, boom, Russell is definitely showing up for work this morning, and the S&P is trying to. So, here we go. The the Bitcoin dominance is at 68.9% today. All right, longs versus shorts. If we summarize, or how would you put that? If we do a sum of Bitfinex and BitMEX, and we look at the longs and shorts, we're going to see 543 million in longs across Bitfinex and BitMEX, and we're going to see 322 million of shorts across Bitfinex and BitMEX. So take that, shorters. On the daily, something I'm very bullish about is we are seeing a nice strong green candle here on the daily. We are still below the 200 moving average, but we're making a nice green candle towards it. RSI is low and turning up, lots of room to move. The MACD, here's the story of the day. The MACD, the blue line here, is approaching the red line, the signal. When the MACD crosses above on the daily, the signal, that's usually a fairly bullish thing. And our histogram has gone from red to pink for a while, and it looks like we're going to, hopefully today or tomorrow, we are going to turn positive. So, with that said, if we look at the Lazy Bear indicator, the Lazy Bear wave trend oscillator, kind of like an enhanced MACD, we're definitely below the green dotted line here, that's oversold. And we've been above, the wave trend oscillator has been above the signal, which is the dotted red line, for a couple days. So, let us see how this goes. I think we are looking pretty darn good on the daily chart for Bitcoin. Let's look at the wave buy-sell indicator. I just kind of look at this for fun. but basically check it out. No buy yet, but I bet you one is coming. That this indicator, which is fairly popular and kind of fun. You can check it out looking at different time frames. Check it out. It's linked to in the show notes. It's fun. I like looking at it on the daily, like I say, more for fun than anything I actually trade with. On the 4-hour chart, we have a couple green candles, and the wave trend oscillator is definitely showing positive, and the MACD is showing positive. That's on the 4-hour chart. We're still below the 200 moving average, of course. If we go to a 2-hour chart, we are moving towards that 200 moving average. Not there yet. Wave trend oscillator is looking good, and the MACD is positive. So if you look at the hourly, the Super Guppy indicator has turned green. The EMA ribbons on the Super Guppy are green. That's linked to in the show notes. You can check it out. Super Guppy is a very cool indicator. And when you have red EMAs, that's negative. When you have green, that's positive. So we are positive on the Super Guppy on the hourly, and we're also above the 200 moving average. So, and of course, the MACD is looking good. So, in summary, on the hourly, we're above the 200 moving average. That's wonderful, and all systems are looking go there, other than possibly the RSI is a bit high. And we are coming down, of course. Maybe we're going to see a bounce off that 200 moving average, and we'll keep on moving up. 2 and 4 hour charts look positive MACD wise, although we're still under the 200 moving average there. And the daily is trying to get above that 200 moving average, but with the MACD looking bullish or about to turn bullish, I bet you we'll get there. I'm going to mention here, of course, in the daily, I've got the 21 weekly EMA that is represented here by this dotted line. I just divided that and made it 147 EMA, and so we're still below that, and we're below the 200 moving average. Something I wanted to point out here is this line here, this kind of eggshelly looking line. That is the 50 moving average, which is approaching the 200 moving average. Some people have been worried about that because that's kind of considered a death cross, but it is only a death cross when the 200 moving average is trending down when that happens. More on that later, but just so you see it, got your 200 moving average here, and you got your 50 moving average here, and there's still lots of time and area for this to not even happen at all. And if it does happen, it won't be a big deal. I don't think personally, not financial advice, but as long as our 200 moving average continues trending up. With that said, big news. 4 recent government actions which are bullish for Bitcoin. Turkish government freezes 3 million in bank accounts. That's not fun. Hong Kong bank and ATM runs. Check out local Bitcoins in Hong Kong. You will find that people are buying the OTC Bitcoin in Hong Kong. Indian PMC bank put under restrictions, blocks withdrawals. If you Google that, or actually really Google it and or like search for it in YouTube, there are this is a tremendous amount of suffering. I mean, this is causing real pain. People are this is horrible. If you feel like researching it, cut and paste that headline into YouTube, and you'll see people. It's not pretty. So if you're into seeing some suffering this morning, there's the story for you. European Central Bank boosts quantitative easing. Well, also in this country, we're pumping 75 billion into the market, into the repos every day, and that was supposed to go till October 10th, but I believe that was just extended. I'm not sure, but I believe I heard that was extended longer. This is linked in the show notes. This is a story on YouTube by Alyssa Rostrani, and he talks about the Bitcoin death cross that could possibly be coming, and he goes, basically, don't worry about it so much, and he explains it in greater detail. Hey, on my podcast, Rating Creators, interviewed Les Stroud recently. It was really good. If you'd like some inspiration, tune in. Link to in the show notes. And with all that said, as always, I like to mention blockchain education. One thing I wanted to mention, which I already just said I wanted to mention, but I'm going to say it again, is that I've been a member of blockchain education for over 2 years now. They taught me pretty much everything I know when it comes to crypto trading, and if it wasn't for BCE, blockchain education, I wouldn't be making these videos right now. This has really helped me be profitable and really trade for a living. If you really want to learn how to trade, if you're serious about making some gains in this crazy bullish and some days bearish market, well, join blockchain education. I'm going to give you a link to join Blockchain Education. It's linked here in the description, which is the best thing out there for learning how to trade and getting fantastic signals, and they will cover everything for you. There's some amazing videos. You can just sit back and you can learn nice high quality videos, the Blockchain Education trading methodology. They also have people that will customize teaching for you based on your skills and prior knowledge. There's a very active chat room there, and you can interact with people of all levels, but basically 24/7 there's experts there who can help you out, and you can compare charts. And before you know it, if you learn the blockchain education method, trading methodology, you'll be putting charts in there, and you'll be helping people with their charts. You will learn fast if you so desire. So right now, just click the link in the description. You'll be glad you did. And just look below and find the correct link to join based on if you want auto trading or the signals group with manual entries. Go ahead, click the link below. You'll be glad you did. Sorry if that sounded a little bit mechanical. I was actually reading part of that, but I'll get better and make it sound a little bit more fluid. Just wanted to make sure I covered all the bases. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And for real, sorry for the mechanical reading, but really, blockchain education, check it out, join. You'll enjoy it. You'll be using signals. You'll be making money. I hope. Not financial advice. Can't guarantee it, but I think you will. So take care. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be here again tomorrow. I'll try to get through it faster and better and have more and better news and all that stuff. More and better daily is the desire. So take care.